looks like it works. Oops. No slime in there. Alright, let's take a look at the inner workings of this thing. If I can remember where they were at. I found it. So, we have a water wheel, which is powering this gearbox, which splits the power between these two tracks, and powers two saws. And if I can just swim upstream a bit. There we have it. My slime cutter. And it's a much more compact version than what I used to have. What I showed you on the creative world. Not what I used to have. I never had in the first place. And basically it works that slimes spawn, eventually they'll fall into the water, then they merge up with this slime farm's stream, there you go, head on down river. You're exactly what I need. A good example. And unlike you, I can fight the current. And there we have a bunch of mini slimes. And do not touch the saw blades. And the reason I have the hopper there is just to collect the slime while I'm AFK. But it doesn't work. It works pretty good. I gave it a little bit of a test run earlier and I was able to get 7 levels after waiting while cooking dinner. I just need to get all this stuff back out of here, so it's going to take a little bit of time. I also need to get some food, because I'm starving. Almost starving. So I'm going to run some trips back and forth to get all my junk back to my storage shed, and meet you after I'm done with that. Okay, all my stuff's moved back to storage, and I have 10 levels, so I might as well see what I can get. It looks like 9 might be the highest. Well, let's cross our fingers and hope for durability. Nah. That's cool though. Alright. So we need to go and get some clay. Which, if I've left any around here, I would assume it'd be this way, most likely. Let's see, that looks like a spot I mined out. Ah, here's some clay. I wish you could sprint swim. It'd be nice. Okay. That's enough clay for what I need to... Ah, missed it. Anyways, I am going to show you guys a different recipe. Because I've added 2 more mods while you were away. Yep, I've added wireless redstone and the clay soldiers mod. How am I in here? And I did that just last night. And I don't know if any of you know this yet, but so far I've been putting out videos mostly on a daily basis. I used to be doing them like I would stockpile a couple videos so I could miss a couple of days of actually recording but still have content to put out. And lately I've just been recording then uploading. So what we are going to make is something that'll make clay harvesting faster. It is called the Clay Disruptor. And it has 2 abilities. One is that if I am ever playing with clay soldiers, then I will be able to knock all my clay soldiers out in a limited range. And the other ability is to make clay harvesting significantly faster. And you know what? This actually looks like a whole bunch of clay right here. So, I'm standing next to clay, got my clay disruptor. Boom. Instant harvest. This will make getting all the clay we need to make pottery significantly easier. Significantly faster. Plus we'll have a whole bunch of clay for when I start messing around with clay soldiers. Boom. My clay. Oh god, these water currents are strong. And that's a significant amount of clay. I seem to have missed a few, however. That's no big deal. Oh, I just bumped my mouse and did a 360. Kind of awesome. Let's see how my tallow is coming along. Nice, 13 pieces. Oh, and I did double check what you can make glue out of. You can make glue out of bones. And feathers. Leather, of course. Raw zombie meat. I don't remember anything else, but that's some of the most renewable resources in Minecraft. Mob drops. So glue, easy to get. replant all this. Now, main reason I did download the Clay Soldiers mod is I like to have fun with them on creative mode, and I kind of wanted to see if they worked with Better Than Buildcraft. And it does give me interesting ideas for new arenas for them, using the Better Than Buildcraft items, such as the saw. Make little saw pit traps. And see the dispenser blocks, block dispensers, sorry. They can be used to make sudden obstacles, but actually I guess there's not really too much you can do with the Clay Soldiers mod and the Better Than Buildcraft stuff. I mean, the saw is the only one that does damage, so it's the only thing that can be used trap-wise. Oops, phone's loud. Just give me a second here to respond to that. It's a little bit unprofessional, but I'm not a professional, so I'm not a professional in any regard. I don't actually have a job. I pretty much play games all day, but I don't get anything from that. I'm not a professional gamer. I'm more of a casual gamer. And I have several consoles, ranging from first PlayStation to the Xbox 360 and an Alienware computer. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to say, oh my god, you shouldn't have an Alienware, you're overpaid for something that's mediocre or something like that. Well, I didn't really overpay. I bought it from my roommate, and he owned it for a year. I paid $800 for it, and he had already upgraded it. I wonder. Nope, that's too bad. Oh yeah, I was going to go to sleep too. The only thing that the computer didn't come with was the monitor, which kind of sucks, but I don't really need a super fancy monitor. I need to replenish my cow and pig supplies because, as you can see, I slaughtered them. All for 13 tallow. So let's see, what else do we have to work on? Not too much, really. I think that we should focus on getting some pots made. And then we can move on to the next age. I should light this up a little bit more. Alright. So I have one turntable, but it's in use. Although it's not in too big of use. I mean, I'm not using my bellows for anything at the moment, so... Oh, lag. It's been a while since that's happened. No problem. Oh, there it is again. Okay, so we need to actually have clay blocks. Now, you plop a clay block onto a turntable that's active, and about every time it makes 2 complete rotations, it will make your pot smaller. Let's go and turn up the speed of this thing. There's a vase and an urn, and that's the smallest it'll go. After that, it just reduces it to more clay. Alright. So one thing we'll need is a crucible. Oops, that's not a crucible, that's a planter. Alright, try this again. Okay, we got ourselves a crucible. And I'm actually going to need to make a few more hibachis so I can get a kiln made. And in order to make a kiln, you have to have at least one hibachi underneath a brick. And so long as you have 4 brick blocks touching an airspace, like this could work, or you replace this will work. You just pretend this grass block is a brick block. And I believe even this would work. Which wouldn't make too much sense because all the heat would be flying out the top in real life. But that's how it works. So I need to make one. And then I can turn these unfired pots into actual pots. And I do have a tutorial video on a kiln design I have, which is completely automated. It will automatically place a pot, cook it, then shove it into storage. Let's get an urn while we're at it. You know, the weather lately has been unreal. It looks like it's summer outside right now. And I'm used to seeing snow about this time of year, still. It's snow that's melting, but still, it's snow. And there hasn't been any at all in Minnesota this winter. Well, shouldn't really say any at all. There's just been a huge lack of it, which made Christmas feel boring and unfulfilling to me. Let's see, eat a couple more donuts. Oh yeah, and interesting thing about donuts. Okay, right now my health is full. I should not be able to eat anything else. Not the case with donuts. If I want, I can just keep shoveling them down my gullet. Let's see, I can't breed my cows and pigs yet. So I'll shove 36. That ought to do it. And I'll use those 36 for breeding my animal population back to full strength. And then I'll slaughter them all again so I can have more tallow. so I can make some more explosives. 'Cause I love my explosives. Oh, and little trick you can do with donuts. Since you get a higher yield of donuts than you do bread or any other kind of food, you can make a lot of donuts, put them into a pot with dung, and you'll get a significant increase in your fowl food production, which gives you plenty of food for your wolves. That way you don't have to keep on slaughtering your cows and pigs and all that. Let's see, what do I need? Well, I do have another hibachi. Actually, what I think I need to do is cook up some more of this hellfire dust so I can get some more concentrated hellfire. Because I need a lot more hibachis. I want 9 hibachi. See, turn off that, because if we throw the hellfire dust in here while it's a stoked fire, it's gonna explode. And you don't want it to explode. Well, I don't want it to explode, at least. No idea what you guys want it to do. You guys might like to see it explode, because you're all sadistic like that. And this is a long process. Actually, I'll just cut this out. Okay, so that's done. And we are getting close to about 25 minutes here, so just gonna grab some wood quick, because I need to make... Actually, I didn't need that much wood. Gonna make a fence gate quick. Oop. Need to grab this fence. That is not where you're supposed to be going. And I don't have any soul dust. Not soul dust, soul sand. Well, sand is dust, so it works, sort of. Don't judge me. Right. Let's go to the nether, get some soul sand. Now, that's one thing that I am confused about. Why is there this weird T-shaped gray on my minimap while I'm down here? Okay, that's enough. Alright, back to home. You know, that actually sounds pretty nice when you teleport to the nether. Okie dokie. So I need to double check my crafting book. Okay, clay block and soul sand. No problem. That's backwards. There we go, 16 of these little clay soldier guys. And they are going to be my buddies. Look at them. I love these guys. They're tiny and awesome. And I give you sticks. Oh, these guys are just epic. And they go down in one hit. No problem though, you can pop them right back up. They're kind of like little pets that fight enemy colors to the death. So they're mini racist pets, in a way. And I'm going to have fun with these guys. They are going to be a theme of a couple videos. Oops, I locked myself in my own house. God damn, that's the most trouble I've ever had with a door. You know what? I feel bad locking them up there. I'm just going to go ahead and plop off that pressure plate. And let them go wherever they please. Except the basement. They can't go down there. Let's get this fence gate back. There. Yeah, that actually kind of looks nice. I should have done that before. Oh no, he fell down. And he's trying so hard to get back up. Oh, I have a better idea then. Because mostly I don't want them going in here. Because chances are they'll go down here and fall down and I'll never see them again. Plus, I don't need them messing with the wiring. I know they won't, but... you can never be too cautious. Who knows, these guys might get an update that lets them grab their resources from wherever they need to grab them from. And I was saying, like, they will go and chop down a tree, but maybe if there's redstone dust laying around, they would like to pick that up. Who knows where that mod will go. Let's see, I might as well show you the other mod I downloaded. See, it's going to require these sticks again. 1 cobble. bit of redstone and a bit of iron. Okay, so first, need to make a lever and a torch. And I believe it was set up like this. There we go, a wireless transmitter. And a wireless receiver. And the way these work is that I can place down my receiver and my transmitter, and when I give power to the transmitter, the receiver turns on and will power any nearby redstone and I assume redstone objects such as, I don't know, a repeater, doors, pistons. And you can change the frequency by a lot. You can have 9,999 of these things, which I'm not most likely never going to need that many, but it's nice to have that many options. And when you have it set to a frequency that the receiver does not have, it will not power a receiver other than a receiver with the same frequency. So yeah, that's a useful device, and honestly would have saved me a significant amount of time with this elevator design. But I've already got one elevator over there and one over there. They both have the basic XOR gate design that I have, and I'm going to leave it at that, because I don't feel the need to collect 30 plus redstone torches right now. But this episode's getting close to its end time, so I'm gonna cut it here. Next time we'll get to work on making some waterproof piping. And then I'm going to pump all that oil to various locations. Not to various locations, from various locations to a central storage area. But until then, like, subscribe, fave, whatever you feel like. Take care, you guys. See you next time.